Cool. We're good to go. Yeah, I think at this point we're gonna need to wait for a retracement.
Yep.
Because this has just moved a lot. I'm gonna basically today I've got to go a little bit earlier, just like 20 minutes, half an hour before we usually finish. So gold also fell. Yeah, I think gold's gonna continue dropping today as well. Yeah, it looks like EJ played out. I was looking at this area here once this candle closed below this minor support. It's pretty good to continue now. Okay, let's check out the FTSE because the FTSE also dropped. You see?
Yep. Cut.
In fact, it almost had the exact same structure. Came to do retracement, form resistance.
Could have got in the break of that low.
Yeah, right
Below.
here.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, if the FTSE continues down, it's going to be creating new all-time lows based on the information. Already has.
Oh, yeah.
Already has. So we must be coming into a bearish phase on the FTSE, you know. And if we look at GJ, I've been saying this for ages on the daily, that we're going to revisit these low points. So basically, if we look at the monthly time frame now everything I've been saying has been making sense. The monthly candle's now flipping, created its top wick. If we go to the weekly's now breaking the low of the previous weekly candle. So in theory, at this point, it should continue moving down.
Yeah, it just struggled yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah.
But now it's like it's got the momentum.
I think it was, I don't know what it was waiting for, but today just happened to be the day. So we do have a couple of areas that we can see some retracement to. But it's going to be pretty hard. But yeah, just going to be some waiting over here for a bit. If it just keeps dropping, it just is what it is. Oh, yeah. Morning, Imran. Yep, let's check this chart out. Get your chart in early. So it's GJ 30-minute. Previous support, turning resistance. Taking that they were a strong bullish 30-minute. Would that be a problem? No, I don't think it'd be a problem. I mean, that candle would have, if I was awake, I would have been entering on this candle, definitely, because you know this was a support, or this was the low. Price made a new low, did a retracement, formed resistance, clean candle to left hand side. So if anything, that would have made me more inclined to be confident, because we have a clean candle to retest the low. So then you had your nice clean candle to retest that low, and then runners would have just ran. The range to test support is 11 pips, which is consideration. I mean, I think that would have been okay, just because at the end of the day we're in a downtrend, and you could expect, you know, price to create a new low. So this is just a point at which you secure, and then whatever price continues to push is you know, like extra. So, but yeah, no, I would have been in sales right over here if I was awake, but I wasn't. So, but yeah, pretty good. So if we look on GJ, this was an area where we could have incurred some issues, but we didn't. So this is kind of the only place I can think that we could see like a retracement. resistance to continue down. But ultimately, this is our next target, because if we look left, we still have this clean candle. So let's see. I think, you know, if we can get a minor resistance, if we just measure, it still has like 26 pips. Ooh. So just trying to wait for some confirmation. Yeah, I think we're going to continue down to 135, 240. And then we'll see. No idea what that is. No worries, Imran. What's going on, Andy? Great to have you on the stream. Just checking in real quick. Done for the session. Oh, nice. US 30 should be dumping. That's pretty good, because the FTSE was down as well. Let's check out if we've got any news here today.
Guys, I need to leave. I'll try to connect later on.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. Take
Yeah,
care.
see you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
See you in a bit.
So we had some bad news for the euro. I think JPY was pretty strong anyway. Can't really see anything to do with yeah, I don't know about that. Okay. So, if we look at the FTSE as well, the fact that we have no information obviously makes it pretty tough, but essentially now we do just get to kind of focus on the most recent price action, because that's going to give us the information that we need at this point. But it'd be nice to see some more, a further push on the FTSE, because then that will make me think GJ is going to continue down. But that's the third time this week that they've moved exactly in sync together around London Open. Oh man, I'm tired. So Euro JPY. Let's do some fresh analysis here on Euro JPY. Yeah, so guys, if you caught this swing trade that I posted out to the group, man, you'd have been a nice profit. So it'd have been 130 pip sell called out. So we've trying to break below this support, and then if we can successfully, we do have this next support area right over here. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Looking at the 4-hour, yeah, it looks like we're kind of approaching this previous range, but I'm going to go with that we still have this clean move down to, 122,440. Looks like we're kind of tapping into it, rejecting it right now. Looking on the 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour is kind of tapping into this zone. If we remove this, we can see that it's tapped into this support right here. Tapped into this support and it's now retracing. So if we go to the 30-minute, yeah, so it is now doing a retracement. So we need to see another break below this support for some further sells, or a minor resistance, below this area here, 122,770, for price to continue down. GJ also doing a little retracement, pretty good. Click on the 15 minute. Yeah, so I think if we're gonna look for some sells, I definitely want to see a minor resistance formed, you know, because right now price has made a low, so it is just a waiting game right now. We can't be disheartened that we missed this push. So Kelsey, did you have any runners or?
No, like I was up about 8 pips, and then I just moved stops to break even at that point, and then it started retracing, and then I got stopped out,
So
and then it just headed back down.
Where was your entry?
So my entry was on a 30-minute close.
Right here.
Yeah, and then it come down, you know, near to that support, and then came back up, closed a 15-minute like a weak bullish. So as long as I had my stops behind that previous bearish 15-minute, I would have been alright.
Yeah.
That's where I went wrong.
I think, alright, I think what you should have done, this is what I think you should have done. So, let's say the entry would have been here, right? Because that was the 30-minute close. So, as this candle's coming down into profits, say 8 pips, didn't get to secure, and then it's retracing back to your entry, I would have at that point maybe, you know, closed 50%. Yeah, closed 50%. And then I would have said, okay, well, we haven't broken the high of the previous 15-minute candle yet. So as long as we can respect that, you know, maybe it's going to continue moving down. But then focusing on, say, the 30-minute, you could have just let it. So basically what you would say is I'll close 50% of the entry. If it breaks the high on the 15, I'll close another 50%. And then if it breaks the high on the 30-minute, I'll close the full position. So then your loss would have been, you know, so minimal. And then had you left the other 50% to run, you would have secured that position, made back the loss, and then even if you wanted to
then some,
yeah. So
I see what you mean. Yeah, good shout.
So that's maybe how I would have gone.
Just the only thing was like on the 1 hour, it was there was a chance that it was gonna fill that wick once it started coming up. So I was like, I don't know.
I think that wick was a retest of this area for some further sells, because it looks, you know, 136, 150 was the area that I was like, okay, once we break this support, you know, from the Asian session, then price is going to continue down. And it looks like we just kind of grabbed that liquidity and then we just see this drop. So I think, I think that was the retest. So I think it looked good.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean. But these sells here from this area were near on impossible to catch, because, you know, the 15-minute closed below, but I had no wick to the bottom, and then candle was just printing with, you know, hardly any wick to the top or bottom, and it just got pretty difficult.
Sell stops would have been the only thing, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, kind of a sell stop type thing. Yeah, that's kind of it, really. You're right. Morning, Sergio. That push almost a daily wick fill, so it might take NY to shove past it. Yeah, hopefully we can get a retracement, and then I mean, I'm not going to be here for NY, but just before that, hopefully it can do a retracement, and then pre-New York volume hopefully can take us down. But I have a feeling we're just going to keep dumping, and I'm not going to get anything here today, but we'll see. Yeah, we can't catch them. We can't catch them all. Yeah, 4 hour close coming up. In fact, let's look at the 4 hour real quick. So the 4 hour is closing below this support right here at 135.650, and we do kind of have to, if we are going to continue down. I think price should end up, you know, somewhere within this zone. So I know we've kind of tapped into it right now, but that might be because we don't have that, you know, that order flow to continue pushing. But essentially, once it does a retracement, it may have that, you know, initial push, to then break through this zone or actually push right through this zone, because this is a strong liquidity area. We can see over here to left hand side, we tapped literally into the zone and we rejected it the last time, and we did have a lot of bearish momentum at that point, and we do kind of have that now, right? But at the same time, we need to see, candles really push through that zone. So right now I think it's just reacting to this level, and then if we start to form resistance, we're going to get that order flow to then continue pushing through this zone. So this is a strong area right now. So yeah, pretty much on the 4 hour, I think we can still have some room to continue down. Looking at the 1 hour, yeah, because essentially this 1 hour, this zone here, on our recent scale of things, it rejected. So as price is looking left, it saw over here that previously price rejected this zone. So in theory, all we need to see is kind of a close below this area, and then we should generate some liquidity in this area to then continue driving through the zone. And then we look and we see we have clean candle to left hand side, and then this range to fill, or this next zone to reach. So I definitely think there's some more sells coming, but I mean, if we're gonna get an entry, I don't know. So I think if this 15-minute can close bearish, then I think that's pretty good to continue down. Because it'd be creating a minor resistance. We have a wick to fill. 30 minutes going to be ideally better, but we'll look at how this can, we'll look at this, assess the situation. But I think a strong 15-minute candle close is going to be good. Somewhere around down over here. Keeping stop above the 15, expecting price to continue down, fill the wick, fill this range, and then we can have a good day here. But we need to wait for this candle to close. If it just goes, I mean, I'm used to it by now. I've got so used to missing moves that I think it's almost a good thing, because at the end of the day, I've had to sit here missing so many moves to be able to learn how to catch these moves. So when I see a move happen, I'm like, yeah, I missed it, is what it is.
Yeah, you can either see it as missing a move or it's setting up for the move that you're going to catch.
Yeah, I think right now I'm going to miss it again. This 15-minute just doesn't want to give us any confirmation. Yeah. It's just going to keep on dropping. Okay, we'll come back to GJ because not quite doing what we're expecting. Euro JPY, I think because of the way the 30-minute candle is coming to a close, probably going to need to see a break below this support for Euro JPY to continue moving down. So if we look left, yeah, we have this next clean range to fill on Euro JPY. Let's measure this range. So it's a 13 pip range. Not bad, not bad. And then, yes. And then it looks like we have this next zone right over here. So we do still have a couple of levels for price to continue down, but we need to wait for that retracement. Yeah, I think some sort of form of resistance around this area is going to be pretty good. Yeah, if this 15-minute candle can close like a strong bearish, I think I'm going to execute the sell position. But I kind of want it to close, where it is type thing. Don't want it to really run any deeper, otherwise it's going to be... yeah, it's going to be pretty tough to get an entry. I held a sell from 136, 313. 136. Wow. Nice. That is some drop. Oh shit. Yeah, pretty good. That's nice. Well done. Yeah, GJ's not gonna give us nothing here today. So FTSE also trying to do some retracement. Okay, let's check out gold. Gold created a minor support on the 15 minute. Looking at the 30 minute candle still open. So we need to wait for this candle to close. GCAD. Wow, GCAD looks difficult today. GCAD's coming down. There must be some... CAD must be pretty weak as well, because it's not quite dumping as much as GJ. But I think a safer sell is going to be below this area right here. On GCAD, it's going to be the safer sell. Then you have this clean, not really clean, but then you have this range to fill. We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, hopefully we can get this 15-minute pullback and then maybe get an entry, but I highly doubt it at this point. Have to be honest. Looking on the 30-minute though. It's a little bit like it's a riskier trade because the candles are still open. But just looking at the structure on the 15-minute, we are creating that resistance, you know, to continue moving down. So, yeah, we'll see. Because this 30-minute candle's got like 4 minutes left to close. And it's closing below this range. And we do have this clean range to fill. So, I mean, as long as it can stay below this zone, it should continue moving down. But I think it's good the 15 minutes doing a retracement. Because if this 15-minute candle closes as it is, then I'm going to execute a sell position, keeping stop loss above the previous 15.
It kind of looks like we're done on the 15-minute where I got stopped out.
Yeah,
earlier.
Yeah, I think as long as this 15-minute can close like a strong candle, you know, want to see a really strong candle. Gonna be pretty important. So we've got like 2 minutes left here. But I'm just gonna start to think how I can really manage risk. Yeah, but I want it to close fairly strong. Let's look on the 5-minute. Yeah, it should respect. I know that 5 minutes obviously a weaker time frame confirmation, but essentially it kind of should respect this area as a minor resistance. So 5-minute candles kind of need to be closing below this area. But I think this candle's coming to a weak close right now. Yeah, we'll see. It needs to close a little bit stronger for me. How do you approach 4-hour closes? People always mention they wary of the 4-hour closure before entering. Oh yeah, is it the 4-hour close? Yeah, I'm not worried about entering after a 4-hour close. I'm more worried about entering on a No, sorry. I'm not worried about entering on a 4-hour open. I'm more worried about entering on a 4-hour close. So like if I was to end like say this, it says I was to enter on this previous candle. This is why we're maybe seeing a retracement, because it's the last 15 minutes of the 4-hour. Yeah. So if this candle closes weak, then I'm not gonna execute, because right now it's pretty weak. Yeah, it looks like no sells yet. No sells yet. Yeah, if it closed down over here, that would have been pretty good. But I suppose I'm not disappointed that it's retracing, because we want to be able to get a better entry as well for some further sells, so that's okay. But at this point, it does make it very difficult for us to get an entry if the next candle just starts to drop. Because stop's going to be too big at that point. It's going to be way too tough. So if we look at the candles here, they close bullish, but they close very weak bullish. So, I mean, most likely what's going to happen at this point is it's just going to keep dropping and not give us an entry. But that is it is what it is, I couldn't get an entry because didn't get a candle close in my direction, didn't close strong. So, no risk. Okay, let's check out gold. Gold 15-minute closed bullish. 30 minutes still open. 30-minute closed bullish as well. So, check out the FTSE. FTSE 30-minute closed bullish. Maybe trying to do a retracement. Euro JPY 30-minute closed bullish, closed above this minor resistance. So still need to see some form of minor resistance formed, below 122.770 for price to continue down. Okay, let's get some music. Let's get some music on here. While we wait, I'm going to make a drink in a minute. Yeah, I think what's going to be pretty good if we can get a 30-minute bearish candle close in our direction, then I'm going to take a much more confident sell to continue down, So we're going to wait for that. But I'm happy to see it retracing, I have to say. So, looking at it's Wednesday today, isn't it? So there is some USD news. There's also some GDP news. Oh no, that's Thursday. What am I saying? Yeah. No, yeah, there's some CAD news actually. Some CAD news. Yep, see you, Andy. Yeah, well, that's pretty late for you. Yeah, get some rest, my friend. I still feel like even a strong 15-minute is going to be good in this situation. If we can get that close, because then we have these whips to fill. But it may, like I say, just drop, no confirmation. And then it is what it is at that point.
How we going, boys?
What's going on, Will?
Morning, mate.
That was a nice move, eh?
Oh yeah. Did you leave a runner?
Mate, I got stopped out by a pip. because I went to break even and it got me. That was yeah. It is what it is though, eh? But,
Yeah. Must have been spread, no?
oh yeah, mate. Spread. What was it? Ooh, I don't know. It was, decent though.
What broker are you with?
I'm with IC, but I don't know why. But it was like decent. It was a pretty decent spread at open, which I don't know. Usually it's around 0.5, 0.6, but
Oh, that's okay.
yeah, it's not bad usually. But anyway,
I thought you would have been with Vantage because they're from Australia.
oh no, mate, no. Because is that who what's it called? Raja uses?
Yeah, I'm with Vantage as well.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, nice. What's your next game plan here, mate?
So right now, obviously I was waiting for this previous 15-minute to close like a strong bearish candle to take a sell, but it didn't. It came up closed weak bullish, and I think what's going to happen here is this 15 and the 30 is just going to keep dropping and not give me an entry, to be honest with you. But yeah, not really a lot I can do about it. I just wanted to wait for some form of minor resistance, and then we have this clean range to fill. But ideally, the best thing is going to be this candle to close strong bearish somewhere up over here, and then we can take an easy sell, keeping stop above these candles to continue down. But like when I see a candle like this close on the 30-minute, I'm like, yeah, more than likely it's just going to come down and just fill it, especially if there is heavy momentum. So hopefully this 15 can give us a good strong close, but not obviously down over here, because then it would be too difficult to take an entry.
Sounds good, mate.
Yeah, because if I was awake, I would have been sells up over here too.
It's quite an early push this morning, actually.
Yeah.
It was 7 o'clock.
It was.
Yeah.
It was definitely. Yeah, so hopefully this candle can close with a fairly strong body, and then gonna anticipate the next 15-minute to continue moving down. So hopefully we can get a good trade here today.
Geez, on the daily, if we close around here, hey, we pretty much looks pretty. We back down to 130.36 around that. This looks pretty clear.
Yeah.
On the daily, anyway.
I mean, I think we can come down and fill these wicks over here to like this week, and then I think next week we're gonna continue pushing down. But yeah, we'll see.
Got some 4-hour traffic, eh?
Yeah. Did catch that move down? No, I didn't catch that move down, Ash. I was asleep. When I woke up, price was here, and I was like, yeah, it can continue down. If it comes up to this area, I'll execute, and then I can get stop loss above this zone. But GJ just was like, nope, did not want to do that. So yeah, I mean, if you look on the 30-minute, it was so difficult to get an entry. There's no wick to the, it just was like, if you go on the 15, no wick. It was pretty tough. But if I would have taken sells anywhere, it would have been pretty much where a couple of the guys here in the group caught sells, was this candle here on the close. We have clean candle to left, we've done a retracement, formed a resistance, we have a low to retest, and we have a new low to create. Yeah, so I think if this 15-minute candle can close a strong bearish, then I think we can have a take a good sell here. But hopefully it's not gonna keep running. Look at the 5 minute. Yeah, so the 5 minutes kind of just consolidating, but obviously I don't really look at the 5 minute. I don't know why I'm looking at it. All I'm thinking is, while the 5 minute is consolidating, you know, in terms of, okay, let's say the 15 closes very weak, like up over here, then the 5 minute will be consolidating. So we need to kind of start to see price breaking below this area. It looks like this 5 minutes may be creating some liquidity wick to continue down. Yeah. I mean, if we look at this structure, right, as if it was like a 30 minute, my rationale would be this, because I was really looking at the 5 minute last night actually, and I was like, well, kind of just looks like the 30 minute, but when you just zoom out, you know, and it's like, how I would see this is a support, and then we had a weak bullish close, and then as this candle's coming down, breaking the low of this candle, you know, then we should maybe end up down over here, and then, you know, hopefully continue pushing. But obviously I don't want that, because I want to try and get an entry here. Yeah, it looks like it's maybe going to just continue to drop, leave us stranded. To be fair, that actually would have been maybe a good entry point. Have to keep an eye on that. I'm not talking about to like sell to here, but like in terms of starting to see the smaller signs that price is going to start to drop, you know. So yeah, it's going to be nice if it can close something like this. We can have a stop above this area around 11 pips, and then expecting the next 15 minute to continue moving down. So that's going to be a pretty good day if it does that. Can you check my chart? I can check your chart if you can send the correct code there, Elias. It needs to have this little code here, /x/code, and then slash at the end. But yeah, I'm more than happy to check that out. I might do it after we see where this candle closes though. Yeah, so 50.
Broken the low.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if we look at the 5 minute, it looks like it wants to tank, which is not good. So if it closes as is, stop's gonna be a little bit big. Yeah, hopefully it can do a retrace. It's gonna be better. It's gonna be much better.
It'd be nice to see that 5 minute hay close below that and see a little push up at the start of the next 15 to get a nice entry.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't like the way this 5 minutes reversed, I have to say.
Because it broke the low, hey?
Yeah, I'm not going to focus on the 5 minute, but what I'm focusing on, I just want to make sure this candle closes somewhat strong. Yeah, I think maybe as... Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good to take a sell. Well, not now. Yeah. Yeah, if it closes very weak again, then yeah, no sells for me. Yeah, something like this is gonna be, this sort of size is gonna be better. Not that really weak body close. Okay, it's coming up to pretty good close over here. So right here, executed sell position, stop above the previous 15. Expecting this 15-minute candle to continue down, make some form of top wick, and then continue moving bearish. So now I just want to look at, yeah, I think if it starts to break above this high right here on the 5 minute, I'm gonna close some positions right here. So really just want to see this continue pushing. It's a fairly good close. Obviously the 15 minutes, you know, slightly weaker confirmation, but we're just expecting that momentum push to continue us bearish, sorry. And obviously looking at the 5 minute, we can see, you know, price should respect this minor area, you know, for it to continue down. There's a 26-second stream delay. Oh, really?
Yeah, no delays over here. Coming to Zoom.
Yeah, no delays in the Zoom. The Zoom guys and girls, they know the score. Yeah, so hopefully we can have another winning trade here today. That'd be 3 for 3. Man, it'd been an exceptional week here today if we can do that. Just gonna keep an eye on this 5 minute, make sure it doesn't break above this area. You know, because as this 5 minutes coming down, like, it shouldn't really, in theory, be coming back above this zone. In theory. But we'll see. But if this continues down, I think we're going to have a really good day here today. And I think we're going to get some nice profits. Ooh, nice. There we go, GJ. Ooh, there we go. Come on, GJ. We all know you can do it. Oh, that just pushed like nearly 9-10 pips already. Oh, there we go. Come on,
Good,
GJ.
mate.
Oh, very nice. Come on, GJ. Keep going. GJ. Ooh. She's still going. So I'm going to move stops to break even at this point. Wow, this is 3 for 3 here this week.
Good trade, this one.
Yeah, this is excellent
Really nice.
trade. Yeah, I'm literally about to secure everything in a sec. There we go. Secured
Nice.
10 pips, secured everything right over here. I secured everything. I'm out. I'm out of this trade.
4 minutes.
Oh, she's still going. Wow, man. This week I'm now up £450, man. What a week. Oh, she's still going. Should have held.
So 2 days before you didn't hold it, and then like this day, just drops.
Yeah, man. So we had our third winning trade of the week right here. Guys, if you caught these sells, let's drop a like on the stream and let's put a W in the YouTube chat. Let's see everybody who caught these sells, man. This was a 0 drawdown sell, man. This was textbook. Straight 20 pips, man. Secured everything at 10. In and out. No messing about. Man, people not coming on the stream are missing out. We've had no losses this week. Apart from my little small one in the Asian, but it was like £25. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. That is a nice way to start the morning. So yeah, I hope everybody caught these sells. I think we have a chart to check out here. Yeah, I probably should have left something running, but do you know what, actually, I'm glad. Just in and out, secure positions, and that's it. But if people are leaving runners should be up. Very nice. It looks like it's going to come and hit TP over here.
Geez, mate, that was a great trade, eh?
Yeah, it's pretty good, man.
I'm keen to see that on the ground, mate. Keen to
Oh yeah, bro.
see what's up.
Yeah, man. Sticking up the profits right now.
That's it.
Trust me, man. It takes nuts to do this. You know. Like first on my my first session, I was like, ooh, like I don't really want to call it out, and I was like, yeah, it's what it's about. So to say we've had 3 winning trades for the week so far is pretty good. So now, see, this is the thing. Now that I've had 3 winning trades here on the stream so far, I can sit back. We've got Thursday tomorrow, last day to make some good profit, and then Friday is going to be a nice, easy, chilled day. Relaxing, no stress, No Russian trades. So it's pretty good. Very, very pleased. Very pleased. So yeah, you guys in the Zoom, you get the exact minute or exact second that I take the entry. You know, that's, yeah, I was just meant to stream, man. Oh, look at this. Straight down to our target level, 0 drawdown. That is what I call a good Thursday. Wednesday is Wednesday. Man, this month has been crazy. This week's been crazy. Few people caught that. Sell is pretty good. Literally tapped our target now. So exactly everything provided. Target, stop loss, everything. Why is that your target? Because when we look left, we can see right over here that this was a support, and we have clean candles running from this area, and this whole zone is a liquidity zone. So yeah, that's why this target. What else is there? Congratulations, remember that I was the one who asked for advice on discipline as I started trading live on April 2020. This week I began dressing my bed and starting to take a short work every day before I trade. This week I'm up 1.5% and taking only 2 trades max every day on GJ. That's pretty good. And only taking trades around a particular time. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, no worries, man. It really does. It really does make all the difference. Or Pablo had a phone call and he missed a move. It's alright, Pablo. Tomorrow's a new day.
If you had runners from that first trade in the morning, though, looking about 100 pips now, would you?
Oh, mate,
yeah.
was
Pretty good.
Ran it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 90 or 2. Oh, crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, see, I would have left like a 1 lot to run and then see if we can just push. And then if you left the 1 lot running, oh my days, you'd be up like £800 right now.
I think I'd leave it literally until 133.60 if I started going. Just keep it going.
Yeah,
and see if it gets
just hold it.
crazy payday.
Yeah.
Won't touch it.
Yeah. That is mad. So yeah, posted up the profits there on my story. Wow. I tell you what, this week it's been crazy. Honestly, like, I never just for me, like, it's surreal because I told myself, you know, however long ago, all I needed was to apply that discipline and just be strict with myself, and it would take time. And then when you start to slowly see these things play out and your analysis play out and all the discipline, all the, you know, all that time and effort you've spent, honestly, it's the best feeling in the world. Trust me, it's the best feeling, sitting here thinking, you know what, like, I've worked for this, and it's playing out. Man, I can't tell you the feeling. So it means this week we're gonna have, you know, the rest of the week it's just relaxed. We're in a fantastic spot, and that's it. You know, no need to overdo it. Which area of the UK do you live? I live in London.
How's COVID there, mate? Was it alright? Because I've got family there.
Oh, you got family? Where? What, in London?
Yeah, mate. No, Kent, mate. I was actually lived in
Kent.
Kent for like 10 years. So
Wow. Oh, wicked.
I'm actually pommy. So
Oh, nice. Well, I mean, look, it depends on what you think about COVID, but I suppose from what we know is that there is like a rise in cases. I know so London, they've introduced this new like tier system. So London's in like I think it's tier 3 or tier 2. Basically, like you can't mix with other households. Gotta be in by 10. You know, this type of thing. But yeah, I mean, I actually saw a sign the other day when I was going to my local superstore, and it was like a sign to say cases are rising in your area. You know, make sure you're doing this. I was like, oh great, but I don't know, like cases are just cases. You know, it'd be like saying, oh,
Exactly.
you know, the amount of flu cases went up. Yeah, but that's, you know, that doesn't really mean a lot. What I want to know is how many people are getting hospitalized, how many people are needing to be put on, you know, like supports or whatever. It's like it's such a small percentage now that are even having to go to hospital, and it's just crazy.
no,
It's always
we
exaggerated.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry,
You
man.
carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, it's always exaggerated though with the media, innit?
Oh yeah.
But
Oh yeah, and they're trying to keep the media trying to keep it really under wraps. I think that across the world there is so many protests to do with, you know, these lockdowns. Like if I was reading like yesterday that, you know, all across Europe, even in Australia, there's all these, you know, anti-lockdown protests, but they're trying to they try and twist it, and they'll say, oh, you know, these conspiracy theorists is one of the headlines I saw, and it's like, well, it's not really conspiracy theorists, just not wanting to, you know, be in a lockdown and have your basic freedoms. But I don't know.
We have like one case here, mate, and like the whole place is shut down.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
literally, everyone
It's
panics.
nuts.
Everyone shits their pants.
It is nuts.
Literally.
I mean, New Zealand, she's nuts. She's crazy.
Yeah. For sure, she's good. But I literally checked out your Insta and I saw you were like at the gym. Like, mate, if we had one case, gyms would be closed.
Oh,
Not having that.
man.
Tell you,
See,
seriously.
I couldn't do it. I would
Ah.
like, I'd be so annoyed if they did that. You know what I mean? I mean, I heard, right, that there was a family in New Zealand that all had COVID. They were only people that had it or something, and she like, or they got the authorities to basically take them away like they were like animals and put them in a self-isolation. It's like, it's just nuts.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What's the world come to?
I mean, if it was like world, you know, like you ever seen the film World War Z?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Yeah. If it was a virus that could turn us all into killing zombies, I'd be like, yeah, all right.
That'd be fair enough.
Fair enough. Let's close down everything. But no, it's like, oh, I don't know, man. To be honest with you, I'm so sick of talking about it. It's ridiculous. Oh, drives me mad. But yeah, there we go. There we go. But in Australia, they are you like in a lockdown now, or?
No, mate, because I'm up in the States, so I'm in Queensland, so we're pretty much done. Like, there's like might be one case a week, but that's even. But down in Melbourne, I think they've sorted it out now. So.
Oh, okay.
They've coming out of like a 3-month lockdown, like in your homes with like
Bloody
what
hell.
20, 30 cases a day. I think there was, to be fair, it was like 200 at one point, but like that's nothing, hey. You
Yeah, no,
you
not
guys
really.
have like what,
If you
10,000 a day,
Yeah.
20,000 a day.
Yeah, I mean, like they you know, in the UK they were like, oh, we've now had this amount of deaths, and I'm like, okay, look, I don't wish death upon anybody, but that wouldn't even fill a football stadium, and we have how many people in this country? We have how many people in this country? You know, 60, 70 million. There's 10 million. Well, there's like 9 million people in London alone, and that's not even, you know, that's not even like 5% of the population. That's like 1%, less than 1% of just London's population actually, you know, passed away. And you know, I know it's a difficult situation, but I mean, at the same time, you have to weigh up. Doing that will affect people's lives in a different way. So, you know, you've got people with mental health. How many deaths now have we had due to mental health? Or, you know, people losing their homes, their jobs. So, you know, these things have implications. At first, I was like, okay, look, a couple of weeks lockdown makes sense to try and like contain it a little bit. And in theory, I don't understand why that didn't work, you know. And with the whole masks, and they're like, you got to wear masks everywhere, you got to hand sanitize your hands. I mean, if you go in any retail store, it's hand sanitizer, wear masks. So it just doesn't make sense how. Well, I'll tell you what, it does make sense, because the fact of the matter is the masks don't really work. That's the truth of it, and they just don't want to admit that. You know what I mean? If they just admitted that and just said, look, there's no real scientific evidence to prove that the masks are going to protect you, then people would have to make that decision. Okay, you know, we can't. It's not safe to go out for them, or it is for others, and then that way it would be a bit more of a, you know, if you don't want to go out, then that's fair enough. If you have a vulnerability, then of course you don't want to put yourself at risk. But for people who are perfectly healthy, I mean, if anything, it's just weakening people's immune systems, you know, because we're not getting that same thing. But
it was like they blamed the rise in cases for like that August help out to eat out scheme.
yeah, but like
Obviously, like loads of youngsters were going out to eat, but everyone was doing that.
But then again, like you go in a restaurant, you've got to wear a mask, you've got to put hand sanitizer as soon as you go in.
Yeah.
Like it's almost just like it's just a blame game. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. At the end of the day, it was kind of stupid to encourage people to eat out and then go out, and now you've had your fun, now we're all going back inside. It's like, you know, it just chop and change, and it's crazy. Ruining the economy is not worth it just to save a few lives of people who are already gonna die. Yeah, I mean, we're all gonna die at one point. Someone in my uni block took their life from isolation. Shit. Yeah, I have heard a few stories of, you know, people getting pretty depressed and stuff. But it's not just that. I mean, like the media, man, they just twist everything. You know, it's all scaremongering. You know, they just want people to be fearful of this virus. And they never used to do this with, you know, other things. I mean, it's funny though. It's funny because actually, if you go back to just January last year, when in the UK it was first coming out about this whole virus, the media were telling us there's nothing to worry about, and then as soon as it made sense for them to push the dialogue that this is the killer disease to wipe out the human race, they push it, you know, like they have the death count there in front of you. You know, you're seeing that numbers go up. You're like, oh my god, because when you see 10,000 deaths on a screen, it almost in your head, you know, it makes you feel like, wow, like that's a lot of people. But in the grand scale of things, it's not. You know, it's not. It's just what you lose in a day in this country anyway. You know, it's that type of thing. But they don't want to tell you that. Defund the media. Yeah.
It's just sad the amount of people that actually fall for it as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, looks like Euro JPY. It's pretty good to sell as well. This candle right here.
Geez, that's nice price action now, hey?
Yeah.
It's been really nice the last day or two.
Yeah. Today's been
respecting.
Yeah, I think Euro JPY has just been trending bearish for some time. I mean, I called out a swing trade area, I can't remember where, but it's ran for like over 100 plus pips now. So yeah, it's probably somewhere around here. But yeah, this sell has just been continued to run. Probably gonna actually, next time I see that, I'm gonna execute on that one. But I really wanted to just focus on, I said to myself this week, just focus purely on GJ. Just take, yeah. yeah, so I'm probably gonna end the stream maybe just after 10 today, so I've got to pop out. But at least we already had a winning trade here, so I can now go about my day. And for those of you taking a winning day as well, you know, you can go about your day and just enjoy it.
And going back to Asian too, because I saw you took one at Asian. I had the same idea. Hey,
Yeah.
I thought Asian looked pretty when it broke down again and was respected. But I worked, so unfortunately I missed it. But it looked really neat.
Yeah. See, for me, what it was I was trying to take a swing. So originally, before I was just, you know, getting on with some work, I had like a sell position, like, you know, down over here. And then what I did was I kept my stop loss up at this area originally, you know, with a one lot, and I knew what I was risking, and I was expecting this move. I was trying to catch this move. I thought it was going to happen overnight. And then once I saw price just started ranging, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to close out. And yeah, and then obviously I woke up to see it did exactly what I expected. So I was like, oh, I should have done that. But then we've got a sell here today, so who cares? Is what it is. But yeah, no, for a swing it made complete sense, because if we go to the 4 hour, broke below this support, you know, this support area, and then we do have this clean candle, and I was like, okay, well, as long as we're respecting resistances on the smaller time frames, you know, overnight price should continue moving down. And then obviously this was the area I was like, okay, well, as long as it respects 136 230, it should continue dropping. But I closed out early, but I mean, yeah, it was like minus £30, so it was like a 3 pip loss. But yeah, it's okay. Me and my got the virus, and we still where we got it from. We always use masks. Yeah, exactly. You know, you see them people in the hospitals. They have these face coverings. They have them glass face shields, they use hand sanitizer, and they still get it. So it does say something. Before executing a trade for GJ, would you always wait for a break and retest on the 30-minute? No, not necessarily a break and retest. I just read the candles, you know, just read candles, look at the price action, look where candles are closing. A lot of the time, you know, my bread and butter is kind of, you know, waiting for support to break and then catching that momentum push. But if we miss that, you know, then we just wait for a retracement, resistance, and continue down. So today's trade, you know, price made this low, 135 430, did a retracement, formed the minor resistance for price to continue down. So we had a nice sell, 0 drawdown. It was a pretty good day.
I'll tell you what though, GCAD the last 4 or 5 days, it's literally just been in like a massive 1 hour range.
Oh yeah.
It's awful.
Oh yes. Yeah, GCAD's been just so tough recently.
Once it does break out of the higher time frame range, I think it'll be good, but until that happens, might just stay away.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just, yes, it's I mean, we say like, oh, it should do this, and then it just doesn't. It just doesn't do it. So just a reminder, guys, make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a giveaway at 1k subscribers. Magic keys giveaway. And just another reminder, because I know I have tons of messages saying I didn't know, and yeah, because that's just what some people are like. But yeah, anyway, the mentorship will be closed from the 31st of this month. So you've got till Saturday to sign up, and then from Saturday midnight it's going to be closed for a while. So if you want to get on the Zoom, you want to trade with us live here every day, then get yourself in the group. Obviously that's up to you. So yeah, if you were holding runners, still dropping here. It's probably like runners should be up about 30 pips.
Well, that's one thing I personally not find. I guess I do find hard. Hey, like it can work out for me one time, and like the next time it might, not do what I thought it would, and it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can, I don't know, play with like, yeah, I don't know. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I get what you mean. I mean, I just look at what's gonna work out most of the time. That's where you find your profitability. So I think a lot of it as well is just what I've seen happen. Like I've just watched GJ now for nearly 2 years, and I've seen a lot of things happen, and I think it just boils down to I just see this, okay, let's put it this way. When I see big drops like this, I always take a screenshot, and I'm always like, okay, how could I have caught that move, So this was the point we could have caught this, the second sell, and up over here was the point we could have caught the first sell. So I know that next time this drop happens, that either I'm gonna get in up over here, or I'm gonna get in again, because this played out, right? So that's literally, that's literally it. It's just seeing what I've seen play out, and also just a little bit of what's the word? Intuition, because obviously each situation will be slightly different, but in theory things are the same, right? Because price made a low, did a retracement, formed resistance to continue down to make a new low. So it's all theory, but you just got to see these things happen over and over again, and you'll just get way more confident with it. So yeah. So I think Euro JPY should continue down to 122.400 and then down to 122.250. But if we just look at GJ on the 5-minute, this would have made sense to reduce risk, because it was creating that resistance set up on the 5-minute for a continuation. I mean, look, if we measure this 1 5-minute candle, it was a 0 drawdown, 17 pip candle. So that is pretty good. Right guys, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna go make a drink. So I'll be back. Next possible target for GJ. I mean, if we're gonna keep dropping, then yeah, I'd say this next zone right here. So around 135, 135.60, 135.50. So about another 15 pips away. And then if we break that, then we're heading down to this previous zone, you know, over here where we broke out of. So I would say, yeah, somewhere around this area right here, 134.750, stuff like that. We have clean candles to the left. So yeah, if it's gonna keep dropping, I mean, if it does, wow, what a day. Yeah, I have no runners left either, so it makes no difference to me now. But if I did, I would be targeting right here, so be like a 45 pip. Wow, man, that's crazy. Yeah, so this trade is still running. It hasn't even, see, these trades are just, yeah, I mean, it hasn't even nearly come back to your entry, you know, so you're just always sitting in profit. You can now start to trail it on the 30. So yeah, if you got runners, this could be a really good day for you here today. I mean, if you got runners up over here, you're laughing. You are laughing.
Sad times, mate.
Yeah, yeah. Thing is, I was like, it's annoying that I closed that sell because it would have played out. You know, it really would have done. But hey, we can't dwell on the ifs and the buts. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go make a drink. I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Jeez, we're going down, eh?
Yeah, we're still going.
Oh,
Crazy.
runner, mate. Making me salty, eh? Oh, is what it is.
Yeah. Looks like the daily's doing the wick fields to the left of them candles, like Harrison
Yeah, mate,
said.
I was looking at that, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it literally looks like we can come down all the way back down to what? 133.
Literally. Yeah, 600.
There's nothing on the daily anyway stopping us. We're at some. Actually, I haven't checked out the weekly, but that's. Yeah, weekly, same.
Could be a good couple of weeks
Yeah, for sure.
down there.
Because we were ranging for the start of the month, eh? There was a couple,
that's
you
pretty
know,
cool.
pretty much one big range. So how long have you been trading for, mate? What's
So I started looking around like 2 years ago now.
oh
And,
yeah, wow.
You know, like you muck about with different strategies and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, mate.
And then, yeah, kind of found Wicks Don't Lie around a year ago.
Yeah.
And just been like looking ever since. But my main pair was GCAD, but I've had
Yeah.
trouble recently just due to the way it's moved. So I'm now starting to look at GJ a bit more, and hopefully can start getting more trades on that pair because it just
Yeah,
moves
mate.
a lot cleaner. Like GCAD's pretty difficult to call, doesn't do what you want it to do and stuff like that. So yes, hopefully I can catch some more stuff on GJ in the meantime, and then just see how GCAD moves in the future.
Yeah, mate. Fair enough.
What about you?
Fair enough. Pretty much. Oh, what's that? I started, mate. Was it Feb? End of Feb?
Oh, really? Yeah.
And yeah, I fluffed around for a bit, but thankfully I found like same as you, mate, Wix quite early on.
Yeah.
So I've kind of gone between Wix and then Monty too, etc. But I found this, and I do like Harry's, like, because he did psychology. Hey, so that's one thing I think I want to work on, and him having that, I think is something that will really
It's really going to help. Yeah.
Oh, definitely, mate. Because that's
He's
the one
got-
thing I can see hold me back. So
Yeah, he's got a lot of webinars as well. If you look on the analysis page, I think it is, or webinars page, he's got like 20, 30 videos on it. So it's a lot of stuff there to go
check
through.
those out, eh?
Yeah.
Sure, mate.
What's going on, guys? Back.
Not much, mate.
GJ's still dumping here. GJ's still going. It's pretty good. Euro JPY also continuing down. Gold still dropping. Pretty good.
I really don't want to be that guy, hey, and I don't trade it. But on the hard time frames, it looks like we're making a double top, hey. Not that it means anything, because I don't trade it, but it's just
What's that on the?
pretty cool to see. 4 hour daily, you can pretty much see it. All the 4 hours. You zoom out a bit. Not that I'm
Yeah.
going to trade it, obviously, but
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at double tops, or however people want to call it, I don't like look at it as like a double top. The way I see it is I just read, like the information, and I would just conclude that we basically failed to break previous high. That's how I would see it. So maybe there's not enough buyers in the market to continue us pushing, which I've been saying for weeks, right? I know Kelsey probably backed me up, but this area I knew there's no chance we're going to start to break above this zone, because fundamentally nothing's changed. That nothing has given us a reason to correct 50% of that downside move. So now we're starting to drop. I think next week, or maybe even tomorrow and Friday, we could just continue to drop to these, this low point. I mean, that would be crazy. If we actually do the monthly wick fill, the weekly, if the weekly goes to, okay, let's look at it from the monthly perspective quick. So I've been talking about this monthly candle for many weeks. It started to create a top wick coming down. If it can come down and fill this wick and reach support by the end of the week, man, that's going to be crazy. Because then on the weekly time frame, it would come down and break this support and then start to drive down into this next zone. And then next week we may, end up somewhere down over here at like 132, 131, 900. And then if we go back to the daily, I mean, it doesn't even have that much more room. Like it, aka it can continue down to this next daily support, which would be, that'd be pretty crazy. But I still think we're gonna need to see a retest of this zone, like on the higher time frame, because I mean, this was a strong support. So if this is no longer a strong support level, ideally we're gonna see like a retest of this zone for some further sells. But I mean, this was just perfect. It really was. And still dropping down to our next target area. But yeah, I'm probably gonna call it a stream in like 5 minutes. So I've got to shoot off quick. But man, it's been a good day here today. It's been a good week so far. I mean, I thought it was like the end of the week. It's only Wednesday. Still got tomorrow, still got Friday. So yeah, just keep being disciplined, and honestly, this is what being disciplined can do for you. It can bring that level of consistency. Where do you get this music? Pretzel. It's just a free streamer music player. So it's okay. So even the FTSE didn't continue to drop. The FTSE retraced. But it is at our key level that, it can form some resistance. But yeah, so it looks like another day that we've identified, this down push on the FTSE. This move was also on GJ. Exact same. So, yeah.
Would you say the FTSE is as volatile as the US 30?
Yeah, it's pretty volatile. Yeah. They move very similar, because they're obviously, the equity markets. Generally, there's like a consensus where one thing that may affect, the Dow would in essence affect the FTSE, so like when we have, like, say, just over historically, when there's mass market fears, so when COVID, things like that first came into play, that's when we saw, stock markets seeing, more bearish, well, very much bearish moves. So it's just kind of like the understanding between, investors taking their money out of the stock market and then looking to place it into, more safe haven instruments. Sorry, that's the word I was looking for. So, like our JPYs, gold, Swiss franc, or safe haven currencies. So yeah, looks like GJ is still dropping.
I actually haven't got any charts on my thing since like ages, because we literally haven't been down here for like over a month, so I need to chart up again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you can send in your charts in the Discord. I can take a look, people take a look. So we need more people in the group to start, putting in charts and stuff. It's gonna be pretty good.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah, no worries. But that was a good trade this morning though, and a good chart as well. Good, well labeled chart.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, no worries. So remember, if you need any questions or anything, you can either private message me through the Discord, or you can stick it in like one of the channels and I'll reply to it. But that's up to you if you want to keep it. If there's something that you want a bit more specified or whatever.
Awesome. Thanks, mate.
What is your win rate? I don't know. I mean, this week I've been 3 wins on the stream. I had a small loss for the Asian session last night, but I mean, I wouldn't really consider it a loss. It was a 1 lot and it was a -3 pips, so it really wasn't anything. It really wasn't anything to be worried about. But yeah, no. So this week has been pretty high. Last week was good as well. I would say on average, like maybe 70-80% most of the time.
Just going off the live streams though, you've only lost 1 trade, I think. And
Yeah.
You've probably taken about 10. So
Yeah, that's true.
Be
On the actual
90%.
live streams, I've only taken 1 loss. Yeah. Obviously, I take a few trades off the live streams, but that's only really when I like something or if the move didn't happen while we was on the live stream. So yeah, I'd say average just 80% is going to be a fair, maybe 70-80% is going to be a fair representation. So I don't want to be like, yeah, I've got 80%, like, when people are like, oh, I've got 80% win rate, or my strategy is 80% profitable. I just don't really look at it like that. I'm just like, look, I'll take one trade a day. I try and find a good setup. I know what my risk is. I know what my my reward is, and that's it. I take the trade and I move on. It's like people ask me as well, what's your weekly return goals? And I'm like, I just don't view it like that. I can't aim to make 5%, 10%. I just aim to win a trade, reduce the risk, manage the trade, and that's it. Move on to the next day, and then you'll find your own average as you get better. You'll make your own average rather than saying this is what I want to make, because then you're almost chasing that profit before you've even started. And I just focus on each day as it comes and focus on each potential setup, and that's really it. But anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna call it a day here. Got to shoot out. So yeah, thank you everybody in the Zoom for coming down today. So I hope you guys had a good day as well.
Cheers, mate. Great day.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. So hopefully we can have another good day tomorrow, and then Friday is gonna be a nice, chill day. We'll have some discussions going on. No rush to take any trades. Maybe even we can look at. So if you got, I've got a good idea. So on Friday, if there's any losses that any of the guys in the group or on the YouTube want to look at, bring your charts and we can check it out. As it's the last day of the week, it'll be nice, So yeah. All right then, guys. I'll speak to you later. So,
see you later, guys.
Yep. See you, Kelsey.
Cheers, boys.
Yeah.
See you later.
Take
See you
care.
later, Will.
Good
Take
day.
care.
So everybody in the YouTube, I hope you had a good day today. Drop a like on the stream if you caught those sells today. This is the third winning trade on the stream here this week, so pretty good. But thanks everybody for coming along, and we'll see you tomorrow. We're starting earlier this week, by the way, 8:30 GMT this week, just till the clocks go back to normal. But I think we're going to start earlier soon anyway, but I'll come back to you on that one. But yeah, 8:30 tomorrow. 8:30 tomorrow. Yeah. So thanks everybody for coming. Remember to drop a like on the stream. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can be entered in for the Magic Keys giveaway at 1K subscribers. So yeah, thank you everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. And hey, no overtrading. Thank you guys.